Welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. I wish I could say I prepped for this episode, but I haven't yet. I will, but I just haven't got there quite yet. So, we're going to fix the Outpost this episode. And actually, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to empty out these smelters, because I fixed steel, but I haven't fixed copper or iron or any of the other ones with the inserters, so... but the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to set that to be SM iron, which means all the trains can forward to this station, and then I'm going to actually cut off the other stations. So the stacker will fill up, which I might, whilst we're here, I got some train tracks, I might add a few more rows to, just to be safe. There. Come on, blueprint. There. And then we're gonna do an outpost tour, not a base tour, an outpost tour, and we're gonna fix the outposts. Why do I have signals? I don't need signals like that. Bloody hell. Let's just get a train, put it on the main line, wait 5 seconds, make sure it doesn't get run over. And we want to go to packs. Go. Now, what don't I need? I don't need Logibots. I don't need those or those. I don't need those Logibots. We can get rid of the tanks because now we run way faster than the tank does with our running suit. And let's request some trains. We use 6 cabs per train, and I want probably 10 trains if we can fit it. And that means 120 of those. Do I have that many? I've got that many signals on request. Well, we don't need quite that many. Just the same as I don't need the pipe. I've got 1 random Logibot because why not, I guess. And I have a shit ton of roboports. Don't know where some of this stuff comes from sometimes. Now I can't decide whether train? Nope. Wagon. So I've got wagons, but I don't have trains. Can I cheat? No, I can't really cheat that. Alright, doesn't matter. We've got enough. Get off that. Oh, no, actually I need fuel as well. We're going to go to iron... Oop. The outpost is spelt wrong, mostly intentionally. Actually, stack inserters. I need a crap ton of them. Do I? I guess I don't need heaps. Doesn't matter. Let's request them. Add a map view. Slide up the start of the signal. I guess that is 450. Alright, let's go. Because, yeah, I want to fix the iron outposts. They're needed to be fixed. And unfortunately, with our traffic jam, everything's moving just slowly. Now, I know I can double up the signals. I'll put an extra signal halfway along. And for this bit of track, it might be worth it. But then again, I'm looking at some major changes. Some really major changes to the base. Because the iron smelting I'm happy with now. The steel smelting I'm happy with. The copper I'm mostly happy with. Apart from the fact trains can feed in from both sides still, which is a... I need to fix that situation. It seems the top one can only be fed from the north, but it doesn't matter. I'm mostly happy with these. The whole circuit section needs to have this be joined in from the railroad station, basically. That's it. We're at our first destination. Jump out of the train and set you to filter for standard inserters. Go. This is why I brought a stack of trains. Deconstruct some trees, which are being auto-trashed. Yep. Auto trash. Turn that one off and turn that one off. Alright, try that again. Really? I've got trees in the auto trash twice? I do. Okay, third time lucky. Pick up some trees. Fuel, that. And we only need a little bit of fuel in each of these trains. Not a heap. But then what we need to do is we need to deconstruct U-lot, 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 U, U, U. The list goes on. Have some ore, have some ore. Have some ore, more ore, and this is why I brought the train along. The idea is that I should be able to hopefully pick up everything. If not, if I can't fit everything, I have these trains which I can then send upon. That one. Pick up more. Done. Alright. We don't need that blueprint anymore. So you go down here. We put in stack inserters. There. So on and so forth. Oops. Actually, I wanted to pull the train up before I did that. Bugger. That roboport wasn't important, was it? Throw the rest of the storage. Done. Okay. Now, where were we? Stack inserter. There. And there. And then red wire the whole lot up. So requests work. And then make sure the last one's got a request on it. It does. Take that blueprint and we go from there to there. And we give you a funny symbol. No, I hate using the colors. Let's go with batteries. Okay, done. So now I just need to repeat this like 30 times. And we're going to go to iron 4, spelt wrong. And like I said, it is something I intentionally do, at least with the iron outposts. Just because there is so many of them. Yeah, we needed a bigger stacker. A much bigger stacker. Damn. Oh well. Not really oh well, because yeah. The idea is these iron plate trains come in empty. What are you? Oh, you're an iron plate train. Good. Purple iron. Go to the railroad station. Red ships. Copper. Green ships. Bugger. Well, actually, I guess I could have connected the 4 bottom stations back up. Oh well. Lesson learned for next time. Really? Ah, we've become part of the traffic jam. Yeah, best laid plans of men and mice. Okay. This is why we don't use a tank and we use a running suit. But yeah, the plan is to try and get most. I'd like to say all, but I'm a realist. There is no way I'm going to get them all done. But at least a couple of the outposts done so I can show you guys. Because we are gaining UPS slowly. Yes, bits of the base are being turned off because they're backed up. But we are slowly gaining UPS by just ripping up inserters that are literally doing nothing. They're meant to be in a sleep state. In a sleep state, they shouldn't use UPS. They should be completely idle. Go and repair that train. I'm sick of looking at it. But it doesn't quite work that way, it seems. They still chew some processing power. And yeah, like I said, just ripping them up seems to be doing us wonders. Nope. Come on, this way. Nope. Chain signal. Do you have a real signal as well? Yes, you have a real signal as well. And at this end, we have a real signal. Done. If only this train chose to slide a bit further forward. Manual. Oops. Back it up. Forward to there. Now hit automatic. Hey, we fit one more train. Okay, where were we? So I actually want to rip up half of this mess. I want the bottom 4 lanes hooked up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we say go. Alright, so we can have steel production at least. Nothing else. See what I mean? Yeah, there's a lot of ore. A lot of ore being used. Can I cheat? You know what? We're going to cheat. We're going to put an extra signal in here, 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 and here. Which will actually force an extra train into this pre-stacker sort of whatever you want to call it. But now we got that going. Let's find steel trains. Cancel. You're a steel train. Go fill up. Purple steel is already stuck on the main line. Why? Oh, you went south. Okay. Plastic, copper, steel, blue chips, red chips. Okay, it looks like they're all stuck somewhere on the main line. But that'll give us some throughput. Not a lot, but some, yeah. Where's iron, whatever number I shows? First off, do we have any iron station? Iron, you've got iron down here. Alright, let's go do these. Run across the tracks. Oop! Put down a train. Count to 3. Make sure it doesn't get blown up. Then jump in. What was that first iron station? Iron number... No, that's northbound. Iron 5. IORN... Is 4 this way as well? Oh, 4's this way as well. No, 4's the other way. Really? I got a loop somewhere? Oh, I have the loop there. Yeah, that's my bad. I should probably fix that. 5. Blue iron. SM iron plate. What are you doing going in there? Oh, you're going in that side. Okay, I miscounted railway lines. Never mind. But yeah, the plan is to try and get as many of these stations upgraded. Which means all the iron stations, all the copper stations. Oil's good. Don't have to worry about oil. Oil is pretty much optimized right from square one. The uranium stations, I could upgrade them to stack inserters, but fast inserters is good enough. And look, let's be honest, they just don't get used. We maxed out in uranium ages ago. The coal stations need to be done, but there is only 2. Actually, no, there's a 3rd coal station up here, which is already running stack inserters. Let's fix that remotely. Yeah, I got construction bots. Done. Now that is something I could do with every station. I could just remotely remove the inserters. Where's the fast inserter? There we go. And delete. U3. Yeah, I could actually let's try a complete kill the whole thing. Everything except that chest. Oh, I think I need the extra advantage of the auto trash slots. And we'll put one of these over the top. Without that, they should not be in the blueprint. Fill. Fill. No. Come on, bots. You can do a better job of filling stuff up. Yeah, the lesson is just fix your outpost right from square one. Okay, hang on. Deconstruct, undeconstruct. Ah, that's not joining up the wire. I was hoping blueprinting it would fix up the wire for me. Demolish. Demolish. No, still getting there. That one. That one. Come on, bots. Deconstruct stuff faster. Really? Fine, start filling these, I don't care. There we go. I've still got one ghost. Place it, guys. Done. Another station fixed. No, not done. Pick that up. There's a lot of garbage in this one. Okay, hang on. Auto trash. Turn that off. Pick up that. Pick up that. Pick up that. Dump it in one of these. Yeah, that's much better than putting in another storage chest. Okay, back in our train, and we're on to iron 6. I have no idea where iron 6 is. Actually, hang on. We're turning left or right up here. Yeah, let's try and do... Yeah, iron 34. Let's do iron 34. 34. Done. But yeah, this is the plan for this episode. As you can see, it's absolutely thrilling, mind-blowing stuff. But it seems like it's what we need to do to try and regain UPS. And the good news is that iron trains are still pulling through. And filling up. We need to empty these ones out. Go. I said click and go. 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 You're empty. You're a plate train. You're a plate train missing. There's always one wagon, isn't there? 47,000. Just go. Get out of here. 42,000. Again, same story. Green chips iron. Get out of here. No, you're still processing. Okay, done. And we've reached our destination. Standard inserters. Go away. And then request the chests. Same story. Go away. Auto trash. That. Fill my inventory up. Stop taking it. Thanks, bots. I'm gonna try and fill these trains whilst they're here. Yeah, like I said, we're on maintenance. We're on maintenance duty. I keep thinking about the train overall throughput, and now that we've got a left-hand system working, sure, it uses a railroad station, and we have no idea what the maximum throughput is gonna be. I still think it's going to be faster than using T-intersections, honestly. I don't know how much faster, but I think it will be somewhat faster. Oops, give me those back. Yeah, so I'm trying to work out how to do more left-hand turn systems. That, and I'm eyeing off oil. I'm really thinking. Well, I'm thinking it was mentioned really early on when the oil episode actually went up that way that's over the top, and that's massive, and that's going to do you for life. Turns out, probably not. Fluid production for 1 minute. We need to do... You want crazy shit numbers? Here we go. We need to do... just trying to find... Petroleum gas. There we go. We need to do 700. 700,000 per 1 minute. And I've got no idea if the system's even capable of doing that. I've never benchmarked it to see whether it is. So that's our first one. Next one is light fuel. Or light oil. Which I now can't find. Oh, wrong one. Light oil. There we go. Go away. Production. Fluids. Light oil. 1 minute mark. We need to do 209,000. As these numbers are fairly close to one another, I think this is the max for the system. Whilst the bots think about that, let's go over here to oil. And yeah, it's pretty much... That side's firing. This side's not firing. And that is because we're maxed out on... I don't think we're... Well, we might be maxed out on heavy oil. Where are we? No, it is slowing down because of petroleum. So it could go faster. But I don't know how much faster. Like, half it's running. The other half's not running. So even if you say it's running at 50% capacity, or even 33%, you could say we could triple our numbers. We've got enough light oil. We don't have nearly enough petroleum. Not even close. You know, we say we're doing 400,000. It's not even... It's just over half of what we need. So, I think there's going to be... there's going to be a couple of episodes to oil being redone on a giant scale. Thanks, autosave. I should have deleted one half and then done the other half. Stupid me. I did both at once. And my inventory is not big enough. Undeconstruct. Thanks, bots. It's alright, we'll fill these up one at a time. We done? We're done. I'm wearing the running suit. No wonder things are taking longer than they should. There we go. Bit slower building suit. But that suit gets shit done. Deconstruct all those. And then look for any miner that's working. So yeah, like I said, there's going to be a couple of episodes of probably rebuilding oil, going bigger, and probably moving oil at the same time. Because oil's in a bit of an awkward spot. So's the home base. The home base I'm not too worried about because it just doesn't get that many trains. But if we could pack oil up and put it, say, here, we have oil trains coming to it, which come from every different direction. Nothing I can do about that. We have plastics coming down to chips. We've got plastics, lube, batteries coming down to our actual science. And the occasional train heading to home base, which would have... Actually, I can't think of any trains that head to home base now. There's one oil train from home base, but they're tiny. They're tiny, and they could probably do with an upgrade. They could probably end up being... Oops, give me... That works. They could probably end up being... 2 1-2s. Because the oil... Where is an oil train? There's one. Perfect timing. No, actually, they're 1-2-1s. Which is fine for a normal wagon, but turns out these fluid wagons, the metrics on them, they're actually quite heavy. So these trains are awfully slow to accelerate. So yeah, there might be some changes coming up. But anyway, I'm going to call it here for this episode. And go around and do some more outposts. Is that all we got on this line? Just 2 iron outposts. Yeah. Nope. 5. We did 5, didn't we? We did do 5. Pause. 6. So yeah, I'm going to call it here for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. I know it's a little bit boring at the moment, but it's what we're going to do to get those UPS numbers back, because it's hurting. It's really, really hurting us. And I don't have another suggestion at all. I don't know of any other way to boost these numbers. Apart from cheating and stuff, which is pointless, honestly. If anybody does know of the magic command to get rid of pollution, because I did have one, and I was going to use it, because pollution actually chews a lot of processing power. And with the biters pushed all the way back, you know, it's not affecting anybody except us. So yeah, if anybody's got a magic command to get rid of pollution, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to try it out. I've meant to go and research it myself, but yeah. And it turns out actually this series has been running for 2 months with 30 days worth of playtime. So as you can see, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that happens, and I admit I don't pause the game. I get up and walk away and I just leave the game running. So there is a lot of stuff that you guys don't see that is, I wouldn't call it junk. It's just part of the game, and this is our little train playing, chasing the yellows or chasing the reds. You can see it goes red. We get closer. No, it's green. That's green. Ah, it's because it's little signals. But before we get there and have to brake, it changes back to yellow, and we can chasing the yellows. And we can keep going, except there's a damn train in the way. But with a running suit, we can run straight past this whole traffic jam. I want to go to Iron 1. Yes. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to call it here, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one where... I don't know. Probably oil. Oil is probably going to get ripped up and rebuilt. Just to make it bigger, just to make it faster, just to grab some UPS out of it. And that will probably be all done, recorded for you guys, because it's going to be a bit of a monster. He says, even though everything we've done so far is a bit of a monster. But it'll be bigger, even bigger, and scarier. So I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, bye.